Nobody noticed when my life started changing. Not my coworkers, not my neighbors, not even the guy who made my coffee every morning. So we just finished up at the plaza. It's amazing how these local spots, the barber, the dry cleaner, really anchor the community. They look at that car and see success. I look at this old rig and remember the journey. Then one Tuesday afternoon after work, I saw something everybody else kept walking past. We've all been there, haven't we? You just want that afternoon pick-me-up and the technology fails. But for businesses, these small failures add up to big problems. So this is the famous break room machine. They said it was broken, but look closely here at the coin mechanism. It's not broken, it's jammed. So the big question coming out of the quarterly meeting is, how exactly do we scale this sustainably? That question followed me home that night, and I knew I wouldn't sleep until I found the answer. If you look closely at these ownership records, you'll see exactly what I mean. This shell corporation connects directly back to the main holding group. If a small operator owned a handful of machines across the city, and suddenly I couldn't stop doing the math. Let's look at how these businesses generate income. It's all about understanding the cash flow cycle and turning those assets into liquid capital. And that's the beauty of it. As you can see, the machine handles all the transactions autonomously. I don't need to be here for it to generate passive income. That was the first time I understood what passive income actually meant. All right, guys, we just got the keys from Maria. This beauty is officially ours and ready for its first location. Look at this. So this is it, the first report. I honestly didn't expect much, but looking at these numbers, I think I finally get it. This could actually work. So the first month is officially reconciled. I'm looking at the numbers right here, and honestly, I'm pretty surprised. We actually made a small profit. It proved that money could show up without me trading hours for it. Look at this incredible growth. We are shipping out hundreds of these machines this week alone, scaling up across the entire region. Look at this laundromat. The foot traffic here is incredible. It really shows how essential these local services are to the community. I stopped seeing stores. I started seeing systems. The interesting thing about this place is the sheer volume they handle. I mean, look at those machines. It's a masterclass in efficiency, even on a Tuesday afternoon. It sounds counterintuitive, but boring businesses like this laundromat are incredibly attractive investments. Let me explain why I think they're fascinating. It might look like just a collection of stores, but places like this H&R Block and the laundromat are essential hubs for daily life here in the suburbs.
A beer red wine.
A year later, I bought my first laundromat. Okay, looking at these maintenance records, it's clear why they're selling. 3 major repairs on the Dexter units in the last 6 months. That's a huge red flag. Most people think wealth comes from one big breakthrough. Mine came from 1,000 small observations. Take a look around. Every single one of these small businesses contributes to the larger economic picture we're discussing today. Mr. Huff here, this asphalt right here, this isn't just city property. This is a cash cow generating revenue every single minute of the day. Most people saw empty spaces. I saw a business that got paid every hour. We've arrived at the county building. Inside, they're auctioning off dozens of properties based solely on the information in this folder. The stakes are incredibly high. A few years later, the portfolio started looking strange. These businesses, the laundromat, the parking garage, even the vending machines, they all operate as independent systems, generating revenue with minimal oversight. So I brought the books to Sarah here, and she immediately noticed the discrepancy in the Q3 reports. I mean, look at this paperwork. She looked at the numbers and said, "This is the most deliberately boring portfolio I've ever seen." People always look for the next big thing, but the truth is, these boring businesses, like this laundromat, they were my secret weapon. Look around you. Every car being parked, every load of laundry, these are essential services. And where there's a need, there's a business waiting to be built. From the continuous cycle of the laundromat, through the busy streets, to the dedicated teams cleaning our offices overnight, this infrastructure is the heartbeat of the city. Nobody brags about owning a parking lot. boring assets rarely attract attention.
It may not be Wall Street, but these machines represent the power of consistent, unglamorous income. This is how everyday wealth is quietly built.
That's exactly why competition, that's exactly so chicken stays away.
You can hear the energy is palpable. This is where the deals are made, where the next unicorns are being discussed. It's fascinating to observe the dynamics.
Look at him go. It's fascinating to watch how quickly he commands a room, especially when the topic turns to investments.
He drove the expensive car, wore the expensive watch, talked loudly about his portfolio.
People here are all talking crypto and venture capital, but honestly, I just own a few laundromats and some small businesses. While they flock to the flashy new concept over there, I'm focused on the mundane, the boring businesses that actually generate profit.
They didn't disrespect me exactly. They just quietly decided I wasn't important.
Well, that's a wrap on the event. It's funny, you spend hours talking, and then you step out here and realize the silence speaks volumes.
Well, the party's over. Looks like I'm the last one here, or maybe the only one who wasn't invited in the first place. Time to head out.
On the way home that night, I passed a car wash with a broken sign. And just like before, I couldn't stop looking at it.